Michael, 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 Michael.
What? What is it? What do you want?
I've got a really hard question for you.
Fine, let's do this. Hey there, Trekkers and Trekkies. My name is Michael, aka the TrekLad, and welcome. If this is your first time to TrekLad and this is your first time watching these videos, quick reminder of what I'm attempting to do here. I'm undertaking the 100 videos in 100 days challenge, which is mad, I know, but I'm committed now. I'm 6 videos in, I have to do this. I went to Twitter, I asked the wonderful people at Twitter, give me 100 questions, 100 Star Trek related questions, and I will answer them. And Twitter just did an amazing job. So many questions, and I'm actually probably going to go over the 100 videos mark if I'm not, dead by then. My question today is a bit of a toughie, but I am going to give it my best shot. Today's question comes from the wonderful Rashid at Rashid 82. Rashid's question is, who is your all-time favourite Star Trek character and why? I told you that was going to be a tough one. Yeah, so many characters, and we do not have the time to go through them all. I don't know about you. What happens to me is my favourite character almost changes kind of every month, depending on the Star Trek that I'm watching, the arcs that I'm watching, the episodes that I'm watching, the movies that I'm watching. I will turn around and say I have a favourite character, and it will just change pretty much as the tides do. I'm sure I'm not alone here. Go through every single character that I love, of them all, and we would literally be here for 9 years. What I've done is I've broken down by show my favourite characters, and then I will do my best to pick one, but it might change by the time I get to episode 100. So just deal with it, Rashid. I hope that you're okay with that. Since the start of the beginning, TOS, favourite characters obviously there, are standouts. Kirk, growing up for me, was just one of those heroes that you always looked up to and you always aspired to be. He was the all-action hero. He could do the diplomacy. He was obviously a hit with the ladies, which, as growing up, you're kind of like, I'd like to kind of be like that. Not all the time like that guy, but you know what I mean. I really love Spock. However, everybody loves Spock, so I wanted to talk about another character, and it's a character that I believe is, while still loved, doesn't really get all of the appreciation that I feel like he could do with. And that's Bones. Such a wonderful character, a wonderful sense of humour, really, really funny, adds so much to the series, and collectively Spock, Kirk and Bones, they make that holy trinity, and they essentially make up the perfect human being. Love DeForest Kelley, a wonderful actor, one of my favourites growing up, and when I watch TOS, I always love watching him as a character. Getting into TNG, so that's my Star Trek, that's the Star Trek that I grew up with, so obviously you could literally reel them all off. I love them all. The characters that really stand out to me are Picard, Riker, Worf. A few rewatches ago, I realised that his arc is just tremendous, his growth through the show. I truly believe, at the moment anyway, that Worf's arc from start to finish in Star Trek is probably one of the best, and that's not just because he went to Deep Space Nine and did all of that other stuff as well. If you look at the character of Worf at the beginning of TNG and look at the character at the end of TNG, it's a journey that character goes on, and Michael Dorn is tremendous and has so many wonderful scenes, so many funny moments as well, but for me is one of the richest and most well-constructed, most well-layered character, best performed character. Tremendous. I love Worf so much. Data as well. Data goes on a tremendous journey as well. Heading over to Deep Space Nine, that's the show I'm currently watching. I mean, the standout character there is all of them, but Ben Sisko is probably my favourite character in that show. Probably one of the best written, best performed characters in the history of not only Star Trek, but probably TV. Avery Brooks is just incredible. So well layered. I love the fact that he can go from this softly spoken gentleman of a man, wonderful man, to this battle-hardened, I will kick your face to another quadrant, I love you. Voyager has its fair share of wonderful characters. The ones that really stand out to me, aside from Janeway, because Janeway is just probably the best character in Voyager. The one that really stands out is the Doctor, the EMH. Again, I'm a big fan of journeys, and the character that we got at the beginning, the character we get at the end is so fundamentally different. He learns and he grows. Having spoken to a lot of fans recently, recently. Wonderful to connect with these non-human characters, learn about them, because you can learn about yourself through them. A wonderful character from Voyager that I really love, and again I feel is a character that probably should get more love, Tim Russ's Tuvok. In my opinion, best Vulcan ever delivered in Star Trek. Tim Russ is just so connected to the Vulcan character, and I love him, and in my opinion, like I said, probably the best Vulcan we've ever had in Star Trek. I know that's controversial, but just let me have it. Enterprise, I love Enterprise. I will die on that hill. Enterprise is a fantastic show. I even love seasons 1 and 2. What you gonna do about it? Of all of the cast and crew, I mean, Mayweather could have done with a little bit more development. Hoshi could have got a few more moments to shine, but the standout characters, the trio of T'Pol, Archer, and Trip are just wonderful. Malcolm, I love him as well, obviously as a fellow Brit. My favourite Stinky. I love those guys so much. But though, Archer, I love his development. Again, it's another journey. Beginning, he's really optimistic. He can't wait to get into space. His dad helped to develop the Warp 5 engine. Gets into space. Oh, cool, that's a nebula. Oh, I love these aliens. Oh, no, they're trying to kill me. By season 4, he's just... space. Can't do it anymore. I love that development, just going from this kind of wide-eyed, optimistic guy to someone that's just a little jaded, a little fed up of encountering people that just want to kill him every 5 seconds. Great character. Scott Bakula. Just good looking dude as well. Getting into modern Trek, I think the real standout character at the moment for me is Mount Pike, and obviously we're getting Strange New Worlds, and you saw that I danced about it. So Mount Pike is just a wonderful reimagining of Jeffrey Hunter's original Pike from The Cage. And Mount just brings so much charisma, so much just smoothness to it. A wonderful man, such a wonderful character, and really lifts everything, and I just cannot wait for Strange New World. It's going to be incredible. Picard also brought back and really gave us some wonderful development. He helped raise the profile for female characters. We had so many wonderful, strong female characters in that show. Best one for me was 7 of 9. Absolutely fantastic in Voyager, but her work in Picard is phenomenal. Arc that she goes through, the euthanization of Icheb, the heartbreaking moment there, and just getting her revenge, learning more about herself, learning how to reintegrate with humanity again. It's not gone well for her, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. Love Jerry Ryan. Talk about how she hasn't aged a day as well. My word. So Rashid, you have asked me to pick my favourite character and why. I've listed off a whole load there. I need to pick one, don't I? It's so hard. Yes, I have to go back to the character that means a lot to me and has helped shape me. One that I've taken a lot of mannerisms from, someone that I've looked up to. You know, when we're younger, we tend to idolise, and when we grow up, we want to be those people. I don't know why I gravitated so much to this character, but he's been my enduring favourite. Can you guess? Can you guess who this character might be? Can you? Can you guess? That's right. Now Captain Riker, for me, is just the epitome of the perfect Star Trek character. He's the adventurer, he's the diplomat, he's the explorer, he's the guy that can go into battle. Popular with his crewmates, he's popular with the ladies. Wonderful, talented musician, empathize, he can be strong, he's good in combat, he likes Klingon food, he walks and does that crazy straddle thing over a chair. He walks with his neck like that for some reason, and I did that a lot when I was a kid. I don't know why I did that. I really don't know, I'm sorry. Jonathan Frakes' wonderful performance, so well layered, just brought so much to that character and really just left a massive mark on me. Don't know why he's my favourite, just is, and I'm sure that's probably a cop-out answer, but sometimes, you know, when you just know that you gravitate towards someone, it's almost like falling in love, I guess, but just with a big giant bearded man who's really good at a lot of things. My favourite character is Riker, and why he's just awesome? I think that works. Rashid, thank you so much for your question. You are a wonderful member of the Star Trek Twitter community. Guys, if you do not follow Rashid, give him a follow. I've dropped a link to his profile in the comments. He is a wonderful member of the Star Trek Twitter community and such an important proponent of all things positive. I'm sure you will have some wonderful conversations with him, so go and follow him now. If you haven't done already, subscribe to this channel, like this video, do that bell thing. I don't know if that actually works, but do that bell thing so you can stay in contact for all things Trek. Who is your favourite Star Trek character and why? I want to know. Leave a comment below, join in the conversation on Twitter, and yeah, let me know who your favourite character is. I just want to let you know that I'm also now on Patreon. You love what I do here, you love the content that I create, and you want to help raise the TrekLad channel to that next level, please consider becoming a fan on Patreon. Something like £2 a month will help me with production costs, help raise the game a little bit more, help ease workflow, and I will love you forever. For this video, I hope you've enjoyed it. Until tomorrow, have fun, take care of yourself, and live long and prosper.